live here for the SFA Season 10 National Championship, the rematch between Coach McNasty in Michigan State and Ohio State, the number 6 seed and runner-up. This is going to be a good one. This is our first chance at a user national championship, and Ohio State, their third straight championship appearance, and they're hoping for their first win. Let me know if you can hear me in chat. As always, if this is your first time watching the SFA, welcome in. We're celebrating a decade, which is a little over 2 years IRL. But this is a Online Dynasty ran entirely through Discord. We stream on Twitch, and then we also post everything to YouTube to archive. If you want to join and coach a team, you can recruit, you can participate in sports betting, fantasy football, any IRL things that we do. It's a lot of fun. It's a great community to join, and you'll make a lot of friends. So just check any of our bios or descriptions to join. The Team of the Year stream will be right after the Natty. And then finally, the Natty is being streamed live on Twitch. There are ads because we are affiliated, and if you don't want ads, just use your Twitch Prime link with Amazon Prime, and you get it for free. So pretty easy to do. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so before we go into rosters, I'd recommend, if you haven't already, watch the hype video Coach Mango made. I can't play it on stream, unfortunately, because I don't want to get copyrighted, but it was super hype. But let's get into these rosters here. Like I said, Ohio State's third straight national championship appearance, and they still have yet to win one. This core, they're all seniors, so it's going to be tough. But CJ Stroud leads the team. He has been pretty good in the playoffs. You know, he's not the best passer, but this is a run-first team. The entire offense is ran through Mayan Williams. He is probably the favorite on this team to get the cover athlete. And then the SFA player, Tyron Jefferson, Emeka Egbuka, and Peter Parrish, one of the best wide receiving cores in the country. We really haven't seen these three do much of anything in the first two games because they've just been so run-heavy. But I do expect them to have to throw the ball today if they have a chance to win. At tight end, Tim Bowen and Trey Burton, SFA player here. And then their offensive line, Julius Brown, Ben Christman, Luke Whippler, who has the award, Donovan Jackson, and Josh Fryer. Really good offensive line here. But the man who leads the defense, he is a menace, JT Tuilamoa. 96 overall. He's pushing to be the CFP MVP as well. So watch out for him, number 44. On the other side, Jacoby Cohen, he's no slouch. And then in the middle, this is their weakness on the line, even though they are still really good here. Linebacker has gone down since in the last few years, but Tony Downs still doing pretty well. Same with Adam Richard. We aren't going to see Vegas Mercury most likely, as he is a freshman. At cornerback, this is one of the deepest corner rooms in the country. You got Ryan Watts, Cavellos, Burke, Jacqueline Johnson, and then they do have an SFA player down here, Derwin Rainey, but we won't see him till he gets a bit older. And then safety, you got Jontez Dunn and Court Williams II. As far as kicking goes, this mattered last year in the Natty. It's going to matter again. 71 power isn't the best. And let's go now to Coach McNasty and the Michigan State Spartans. His first year with the team, led by Hamp Fay. He, in the game against Florida, almost choked it. They had a huge lead. He threw 3 interceptions. And then again in the semifinals, they had a decent lead on Washington, and then they almost choked it again. So let's see if Michigan State can take care of business here today. At wide receiver, I love this receiver core that he has. It's Keon Coleman and Christian Fitzpatrick on the outside. Bradford Blazer in the slot. And then you also have guys like Ian Stewart and Terry Lockett Jr., all really, really good players. But we've seen Fitzpatrick and Blazer take over in this playoff run. They have two really good tight ends. You have Cameron Allen and Malik Carr. Tackle-wise, they are in the mid-70s, so for a Big Ten team, especially one that's in the Natty, this is a very surprising line, but they're playing way above their potential. So we'll see if they can handle JT Tuilamoa. And then Dwayne Johnson, the freshman SFA player on the line, 92. And then Tavion Brown, he's had a really good playoff run as well, having a lot of tackles for loss, so watch out for him. And then the middle, Simeon Barrow forced the fumble, and Thomas Williams picked it up for the scoop and score. So watch out for this dynamic duo in the middle. But this is the best linebacker core in the country. You got Cal Halliday, who is a monster. 74 speed, don't let that scare you away. He is a monster. And then Banks McBurnfinger, the Heisman winner. And you say, how does a middle linebacker win the Heisman? Well, he's also their starting running back here. So 1,900 yards right now, 18 rushing TDs, and then receiving-wise, 457 and 7 receiving touchdowns. We saw him get 2 touchdowns on the board against Washington. We'll see if he can have an impact today. DeMarzo will not play there because McBurnfinger plays it right outside linebacker. This is a deep corner class, just not elite, but guys like Lowry and Crump especially, a big-time player in the rush game. And then they do have Aqib Talib down here. I doubt we'll see him. And then you got Bo Williams. And then safety, Chris Bird, who had the game-winning tackle against Florida on the goal line. And then their kicker, I believe they will have the slight advantage here. 77 power, so really minuscule, but definitely going to be a fun natty. Remember, these teams faced in season 11 or week 11 of season 10, and Michigan State did win by 3. So we'll see if the tables are going to turn. Green jerseys with paint script helmet. Okay. Sounds good. We are white pants. Okay, script helmet. So not the full green. All right, so we're going to play this game, baby. The last one of season 10, a little over 2 years IRL led up to this decade worth of SFA. It all comes to a head here. God, dude, how great would it be? So this is what it's looking like. Approve it, Dogwater. I know you're picking. Do they have a white? Yeah. All right, so Ohio State is going to go all white here. And then here. Okay, so let's get the prediction going. I think the majority. Who wins the Natty? Michigan State or Ohio State? All right, so you got 2 minutes, predictions starting. I think the majority are going to put money on McNasty. I would, but you might win a pretty penny if Ohio State, maybe the third time is the charm. Who knows? Remember, McNasty does get a trophy if he wins. And that trophy is obviously funded by any revenue made from this channel. So my budget for a trophy this year would be $51.87. That's how much we've made this season. So 10K on 3K right now. I believe the 10K is probably on Michigan State. And our bottom line ads, as always, got to rep the SFA Player of the Year, which thanks McBurnfinger, obviously, and then the bridesmaid, Ohio State, per usual. All right, so still time for you to get your prediction in before we start it up. 13.4, I believe, is on MSU, 4.9K on Ohio State. You can win a pretty penny here. All right. Okay, so it's getting about even. Somebody put a shitload there at the end, I think, on Ohio State. But it's going to be about 50-50. All right, and here we go. It is the SFA Season 10 National Championship. Guys, are you ready to see what happens? And we are off. Oh, baby. This is going to be a fun one, boys. The number 1 defense and the number 5 offense against the number 3 offense and a kind of mediocre defense, not going to lie. So Michigan State got the better of them last time. We're here at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The site of the Big Ten Championship game is now also the site of the Natty for the second year in a row, as Ohio State was the number 1 seed last year. Coach McNasty, I'm sure, is just shitting bricks, but here we go. This is going to be a fun one. I was going to do the intro video, but I didn't want to risk copyright, so I just told everyone to go watch it. I watched it right before I went live. All right, I like the neon helmets a little bit more than these Michigan State script ones, but you know, Dogwater got to choose. Lucas Oil Stadium. Oh boy, that field looks crispy. Remember last season, Ohio State lost 26-25 to Clemson. They could not make a last-second effort to win that game. And Ohio State is going to start with the ball. All right, here we go, boys, and the Season 10 National Championship is underway. As Tyron Jefferson returns it. We don't normally see him back there, but here we go. All right, so what can C.J. Stroud, Mayan Williams do? Remember, at top of your screen on the line is Dwayne Johnson, 96, and then McBurnfinger's there in the middle, number 65. Stroud's going to keep it here on the first play of the day. He's going to go for 7. This offense loves these misdirection runs and then taking shots deep. We really haven't seen them have a need to throw the ball all that much. Well, let's see. It's going to be about this linebacker core. 2nd and 3. That's Mayan Williams' first carry. He gets some room. He stiffies a man, but McBurnfinger takes him down. But it is a first down here. Who's gonna be on the cover of season 11? Mayan Williams, he takes it to the right side now, and McBurnfinger makes first contact, and they get him down for 4. Oh man, I'm not even in this game, and I'm nervous. I just really want McNasty to win. All right, 2nd and 6, 2 tight ends. Just a straight handoff up the middle. They're getting some nice push. If you do remember that Week 11 game day between these two, Ohio State, they ran the ball all over Michigan State, but in return, Michigan State destroyed them through the air. All right, some quick option to start, and Dwayne Johnson with the tackle for loss. That is a good way to start out a drive. All right, CJ Stroud dropped back. His first pass of the day is a laser over the middle. Emeka Ekbuka for 17. I wouldn't really call that a laser, but it was perfectly placed. Halliday on Emeka Ekbuka is definitely a mismatch there, as McBurnfinger helped clean that one up. All right, first drive, Ohio State is moving the rock. Stroud hands it up the middle, and Mayan Williams, he falls for 10. He got hit there at like the 5-yard line, or the 5-yard mark, and just fell forward for 5. I'm drinking a Glacier Freeze Gatorade here for the Natty. They hand it off a little delayed to Mayan, and he gets swallowed up there. Remember, if you can make tackles on first contact, that's really all that matters. The teams that give up broken tackles really always lose. As Mayan gets taken down. All right, so a 3rd and 2. Can Michigan State get off the field here early? I do think they're in field goal range. Mayan Williams, he tries to go outside. Can McBurnfinger get him? He does, but he gets the first down, but there's a flag. Oh my, and a clipping penalty on Ohio State. Tim Bowen, the tight end to start. What a tough call there. Brutus hates it. All right, so now this is a huge call because not only is it 3rd and 14, but it effectively kicks him out of field goal range. So Stroud, he drops back. He's throwing it, and it's incomplete. Tyron Jefferson couldn't haul it in. 4th down, what's the decision? They're going for it here. So what would have probably been just a field goal attempt, now turning into a 4th down and 14. Stroud, he throws it, and it's complete, and oh no, and he somehow converts Tim Bowen. What a catch. He tried to get the hand there. It just slips through, and he gets the first down. A huge conversion here early. Ohio State's really milking the clock here on the first drive, as Mayan only gets 2. All right, they hand it back off to Mayan. He reverses field, breaks a tackle. Third and 5. So Michigan State once again trying to hold them to a field goal here. Their red zone defense has been terrific. He dumps that off to Tim Bowen, and that's going to be a stop. 4th and 3. All right, Ohio State, can they get the first points on the board here in the national championship? They go up here 3-0 after taking exactly half of the first quarter. So Ohio State's plan is to melt the clock, limit the possessions, as Bradford Blazer takes it out to the 18. All right, so this is our first chance to see the #1 team in the country, Hamp Fay and Binks McBurnfinger. They're going to do a halfback toss to start, and that's going nowhere as Jacoby Cohen gets the tackle for loss. So -5 to start here for McBurnfinger. The Heisman winner is looking to become the first Triple Crown winner, the Heisman, the SFA Player of the Year, and the CFP MVP. 2nd and 15, they do another toss here to McBurnfinger. He has some room on the outside, and he gets the first down. Binks looked like he shot out of a cannon on that one as the lineman set the edge for him beautifully there. First down. Down 3 here in the first. Fullback in motion, that's Langford. McBurnfinger up the middle, stiffies a man, and JT Tualamoa takes him down. Watch out for number 44. If Ohio State is going to avoid a third straight disaster, he's got to have a big game. All right, Malik Carr with his hand on the ground. Tualamoa on the bottom of your screen there, number 44. And he's sacked on his first drop back. Hampfey sacked by the blitzing safety. I believe that was Court Williams II. It was. So the safety coming out from his spot on the safety blitz gets to Fay instantly. So a big 3rd and 13 now for Michigan State. They're going to run a screen pass here to McBurnfinger, and that's not going to do much. So Ohio State's getting off the field here early. All right, so the punt team coming on out. Evan Pryor. He has some room on the left side. All right, let's see what Ohio State can do here now. All right, man in motion. They hand it off. Mayan Williams, a huge hole once again. If Michigan State wants to have any chance today, they've got to stop him at least a little bit here. Hand off to the right side now, Mayan Williams, and he falls forward for 3. Good stop by Halliday. Second and 7. Mayan, he reverses field. He hesitated a little bit there. So now a 3rd and 6. Can Michigan State get off the field? This has been a very tame first quarter. Definitely not like we've seen so far in this CFP. Pretty much every game has been high scoring. Stroud, 3rd and 6. He has plenty of time. He dumps it off to Mayan, who gets the first down. Mayan Williams putting the team on his back here in the first quarter. Stroud keeps it this time, and very undisciplined defense, and he has some room, and he breaks a tackle. CJ Stroud, touchdown, Ohio State. They take a 10-0 lead here in the first quarter. Very undisciplined there from Michigan State. They both go for Mayan Williams, leaving Stroud all alone, and then the corner couldn't bring him down. All right, let's see if Michigan State can get back here. Bradford Blazer up past the 20-yard line. All right, Hampfey with finger, and he gets hit in the backfield again. These negative plays are killing Michigan State early. They've had multiple negative yard rushes and a sack. Oh, baby. Ohio State's coming out of a cannon pretty much. They hand it off to McBurnfinger again. Another outside run. Court Williams, he breaks that tackle and he's brought down. Ohio State has all the momentum so far. And another 3rd and long here for Michigan State. Amphay, he floats that one. It is complete, but he is short. Terry Lockett brought down inches shy of the 1st down. As we head to the end of the 1st quarter here in the national championship, Michigan State is down 10 early. Oh boy. Yeah, Neil said it best. Are the lights too bright? Maybe so, as they are now punting it here. This would be a great time for a fake punt. No, they're just going to hand it right back. And that one goes out of bounds, so no return here. All right. Ohio State has a chance to make a statement and go up 3 scores. Williams up the middle, and he gets brought down for 5. Really been nothing exciting from either side, really, other than the one run for C.J. Stroud. It's been kind of boring, just handed up the middle to Mayan over and over. Tight ends in motion. They're going to hand off to Mayan, who gets met, but he carries a man forward, and they give him the 1st down. That was definitely a questionable spot. Tight ends once again in motion. They fake it, and he's going to throw that out of bounds. He did not like the look as they brought a blitz. He hands it off left to Mayan, and he gets brought down from behind. That's what you need to see. Kari Crump, big tackle there. You can't allow him to create yards after contact, and that was a beautiful tackle. So 3rd and 13. Can Michigan State's defense finally get a stop? Stroud's going to throw it. He just dumps it off to Emeka Egbuka, and he's brought down by Kari Crump again. Nicely done from this defense. The offense has struggled mightily, so defense coming up clutch here. Can't go down 3 scores. All right. Come on, Michigan State. You got to just settle down here. Run your offense. We know what you can do. Bradford Blazer getting the return, and he only gets about 6. So as this offense comes back out, they've done virtually nothing here today. Only 1 or 2 1st downs. Malik Carr is in motion. Amphay, he does a deep drop back. He goes up and he gets sacked. He tried to evade Tyleek Williams to no avail. And this defensive line is kind of feasting right now. Second and 11. Michigan State's pretty much had as many negative plays as they've had positive. They hand this one up to McBurnfinger, and he gets only about 3. Another 3rd and long incoming. They're 0 for 2 on the day. They're going to run a mid-screen here to Christian Fitzpatrick, and that's just going nowhere. Did McNasty watch the tape on Texas A&M? Why the hell are you running screens against Ohio State? It didn't work. Ay, Michigan State, what are you doing? Pretty much the worst possible start for Michigan State. As Evan Pryor, he gets a good return of 13. As you can see, total yardage 146 to 17. Not looking good here for the #1 overall seed. Mayan, beautiful tackle there. Hit him in the backfield. That's Chris Bird. Nicely done. And he dumps that off Tim Bowen, and he pushes. He doesn't get the first. It's going to be a 3rd and short. Third and short. Can Michigan State get off the field here? They run quick option, and he goes nowhere. What a choke from Ohio State. 4th down. Michigan State's going to get the ball right back. Let's go. Stroud almost got out of there, too. Quick option never works, fellas. All right, can Michigan State finally get something rolling here? Bradford Blazer, he's going to attempt to bring it back. He only gets 3. All right, they'd come out with 2 tight ends. Hand up the middle to McBurnfinger. He finds some room. That's his 2nd best run of the day. A fresh set of downs here for Michigan State. They just need to find some sort of a rhythm. They're going to throw it here. Fay over the middle, connects with Bradford Blazer for 9. It's really Hamp Fay's first big completion on the day, as he's 4 for 4 for 20 yards. 2nd and 1 here. They come out shotgun, trips left. Hamp Fay's going to keep it. We don't see him do this often, as he gets a solid 8. And another 1st down. This is Michigan State's first trip across midfield, as they're now on the 49. He's going to dump that off, and that is Christian Fitzpatrick. He gets 9 more. So Michigan State coming out on this drive on fire. McBurnfinger, he finds the outside. JT Tuilamoa couldn't quite get to him, and that's a 1st down. The Sparty telling everyone to calm down. Plenty of time left. Fay over the middle, and that's dropped. He was trying to find Keon Coleman. He couldn't hang on. 2nd and 10. Michigan State going to these quick passes today. They fake the handoff to McBurnfinger over the middle, and that is caught, and that is a 1st down. Terry Lockett Jr. for 13. Another 1st down, and Michigan State now finds themselves in the red zone. Down 10. Can they cut this to a 1-score game? Coleman in motion. They're going to toss it out to McBurnfinger. He does find a little bit of the edge. He breaks 2 tackles. Touchdown, Michigan State. Binks McBurnfinger for 20 to get them on the board. What a big man run. Boom. 2 guys with 1 stiffy. Breaks another. Touchdown, Sparty. Binks trying to fire this team up, put him on his back. What a beautiful play there. All right, Ohio State. Oh boy, Evan Pryor finds the edge, and he gets pushed out around the 40-yard line. Now the crowd's getting into it. That was such a hype play from McBurnfinger. And they go back to Bowen. Handoff, a lot of room up the middle, and Ohio State's already pushing it into scoring range. Stroud over the middle, and that's incomplete. All right, so as the second quarter's winding down here, plenty of time for Ohio State. And plenty of time. He floats it over the middle. That's Emeka Egbuka getting inside the 26-yard pickup. And he just smoked him there on the juke. All right, and up the middle, Dwayne Johnson gets there. He only gets 2. This is a really good red zone defense. Second and 8. Hand off again to Mayan. Massive hole, no one there. He runs over a guy. Touchdown, Ohio State. They go right back up by 10. Are the floodgates going to start opening here? He gave this man a hit stick. My God, he ran over that safety. Ohio State means business here today. God damn. All right, Bradford Blazer, can he do anything? No, he does not. He can't even get back to the 20. All right, 1:47. Michigan State finally found some offense last drive. Plenty of time here to do it again. And they do get the ball back after halftime. So State, and he gets sacked again. The second sack on the day for Ohio State. So now a 2nd and 18, definitely not where you want to be. Faye, he's yamming it deep. He finds Terry Lockett. A massive play. This gets Michigan State right back in this. A 42-yard gain. What a laser. A beautiful throw there from Hamp Faye. And Michigan State's across the 50. All right, Faye again. He just dumps this one off to Blazer, who's actually going to go for negative yardage there. Not the best idea. Michigan State in motion. Faye, he has time this time. He floats that one out. Oh, that was almost picked. He was trying to find Keon Coleman. Court Williams dropped it. 3rd and 11. Michigan State still has yet to convert one today. Faye. He's yamming it deep here, and it's intercepted. He was trying to find Bradford Blazer, and it's picked off, and they're going the other way, and he's tackled by an offensive lineman. John Tez Dunn wasn't going to let Bradford Blazer have his moment there. Oh boy. Ohio State could really make a statement now. Plenty of time. 3 timeouts as they dump it off to Mayan here, and he stiffies one guy. He's still going first down, Ohio State. telling you, dude, Mayan Williams is impossible to break, or impossible to take down. This guy already has over 100. 1st and 10. Wide open man, that is Peter Parrish for 10. CJ Stroud. He's going to take off here. He finds a little bit of room, and that's a fumble! It's picked up by McBurnfinger. He's going the other way. Cal Halliday forced a fumble on CJ Stroud, and McBurnfinger picks it up. What a timely fumble. Yep, that's out. Michigan State hopes are still alive. And once again, now they can score before half. So this game is just going back and forth, back and forth. Hampvey, he's back, and he's going to get sacked this time. JT Tuilamoa. His first sack on the day. 2nd and 18. This offensive line's not holding up well today. As Hamp takes off, and he's sacked again on back-to-back plays. JT Tuilamoa, they're not going to call that a sack. They're going to say he got past the line. 3rd and 18, clock is running. They just dump this one off. Christian Fitzpatrick gets back to the line, and Ohio State now takes a timeout. So Ohio State now is going to get another chance. Or no, they don't take the timeout. Interesting. So they're just going to let the clock run out here. Alrighty, and then we hit halftime here in the national championship. Ohio State leads 17-7. Oh, baby. And the Team of the Year stream will be right after the Natty here. So look out for that. If you want to help decide, you can be in chat or whatever. And then SFA King of the Hill tournament. That first round was a lot of fun to watch. So I'm not sure when they're going to do the next round, but watch out for that. And we got TCS Fantasy coming next season, fantasy football. So look out for that as well. Off-season stuff will start tomorrow with offers, maybe even tonight. If I have time, I'll start sending out offers, so look out for that as well. But with 1 half left here in the Season 10, Michigan State needs a turnaround here. It's been all Ohio State. They've seemed like they've been on a war path all season long. Are they the team of destiny? It is so difficult for teams to beat a team twice in one season. So if you guys remember, in Season 8, Ohio State lost 49-17 to Utah. And then they lost 26-25 to Clemson last year on this very field. They're 18 minutes away from raising the trophy. Bradford Blazer, he comes out here. That's a first down. All right, what can this defense do? They hand it off to McBurnfinger, and he gets nothing cooking. This defensive line is just feasting right now. All right, they come out under center. Malik Carr in motion. They are going to throw it over the middle. That was very risky. Keon Coleman does catch it, though. That's his first catch of the day. Really, he has been a zero factor in these playoffs. So can Michigan State finally get a third down conversion here? They're just going to hand it off to McBurnfinger, and that does nothing. Cohen already 4 tackles for loss here. He's eating that left side. Oh, baby. So a 3 and out to start for Michigan State. More of the same. Ohio State now has a chance to run away with this one. Evan Pryor, he gets around the first man. He goes down. So some great starting field position here for Ohio State. They hand it off Mayan, and he runs over a man, but he's still taken down in the backfield. Stroud in the pistol. They're going to hand it off to him, but once again, he hurdles. And he finds some room. He breaks a tackle. Mayan's off to the races. Can he get a block? He does! Touchdown, Ohio State! 59 yards for Mayan Williams as Ohio State takes a 17-point lead. Oh, my God. Nick Nasty shitting himself in the natty here. Yeah, I'm not sure why he was hurdling there. Maybe he's showing off. That was wild. All right, Michigan State, you're kind of on the back foot. This is not a good start by any means. Coleman in motion. They pitch it to McBurnfinger, and he can't quite get to the edge. He only gets 2 yards. McNasty is indeed on pack watch here. Court Williams, he's going to once again try, and they stack him up again. This rushing offense is just not able to get anything going. These safeties are crowding the box. They are begging Faye to throw it deep. They're 0 for 6 on 3rd down today. Malik Carr is in motion. All right, Faye. He is throwing it pretty deep there, and once again trying to find Bradford Blazer, and it is deflected away. 0 for 7 now on 3rd down, and they are punting it right back to Ohio State. Evan Pryor, he gets the return here. He runs over a few guys, but he's stopped. McBurnfinger on the tackle. All right. Ohio State is 15 minutes away from finally overcoming their biggest hurdle. Mayan Williams on the right-hand side. He gets smoked by Cal Halliday. Michigan State's offense has done nothing. Maybe their defense has to show up and score. Let's get some commentator curse going. Jefferson in motion. McBurnfinger on a blitz. He doesn't quite get there, and Bowen wide open. First down, Ohio State. They go for 20. Yeah, the defense has pretty much played the way that they normally play. It's just this Michigan State offense has done nothing outside of a few huge Binks runs. Stroud. Once again, wide open man, the tight end, Tim Bowen. He's starting to cook. That's his 6th reception already for 80 yards. He's getting so much separation on these linebackers. So they're back in the red zone with a chance to push this up to 4 scores. Williams, and he gets absolutely manhandled there. You do not see that one often. Halliday ran him over. On the 15, 2nd and 9. Stroud. He floats it a wide open man there. Peter Parrish. He doesn't get into the end zone, but it is a first down. This pass defense has been atrocious today. They don't throw it often, but when they do, these guys are wide open. Where's the defense? So 1st and goal on the inch. They hand it off to Mayan up the middle, and he's stuffed. Halliday and the safety there, Carr or Bird. Can Michigan State somehow find their way out of this? Trey Burton in motion. Hand off again to Mayan Williams up the middle, and he's taken down by McBurnfinger. Still not in. Can Michigan State get a stop? 1 yard away. They have 2 backs, 2 tight ends. They hand off to Mayan again, and once again he is stuffed, that time by Chris Bird and Dwayne Johnson. So 4th and goal. Are they going to go for it? No, they're going to take the points to go up by 20. All right, so Ohio State takes a 20-point lead here in the national championship. Michigan State's going to have to start waking up. They're 12 minutes away from disaster. They only have 132 yards. Domination here for Ohio State today. The number 6 seed. Only loss was to 3 points at Michigan State, or at home versus Michigan State. As Michigan State comes out in a goal line, and JT Tuilamoa spears McBurnfinger for no gain. I mean, if everything holds, you can't give it to anybody else other than Mayan Williams. He's had one hell of a day. 2nd and 9. Keon Coleman motions a little bit. Bay's going to throw it here, and that's almost picked by Tony Downing. 3rd and 9 again. Can Michigan State finally get their first 3rd down conversion of the day? Third and 9. And JT Tuilamoa sacks Hamp Fay. His 2nd sack on the day. As Michigan State's going to have to punt the ball right back. Just domination from this Ohio State defense today. And it just appears like Michigan State's lack of an offensive line was eventually going to catch up with them at some point. So the punt team is out now. Pryor, he gets a big return here down to the 43. So Ohio State already in scoring position. Fakes the handoff. Stroud gets it to Tyron Jefferson, and that's another first down. Michigan State's completely shitting themselves today. This team looks like a deer in the headlights. Kind of looks like a Georgia TCU situation. Mayan Williams, he reverses field. That is the one advantage. That is the one advantage Ohio State has. They're used to this atmosphere 3 straight years. Mine Williams to the outside, cuts up. He gets stopped by Halliday. Ohio State themselves not really doing too hot on 3rd down today. 3rd and 6. Delayed handoff to Mayan. Can he get there? And he does, and way more. Mayan bulldozing through this defense. Ohio State, they dump it off. That's Peter Parrish. He gets smoked by McBurnfinger there. I mean, the only hope now for Michigan State is a defensive play to get this ball back. Hand it off again to Mayan. And he's brought down. 3rd and 5 incoming. He's almost up over 200 yards here in the Natty. Mayan up the middle, and he gets stopped short. All right, so another red zone stop here for Michigan State. The defense is doing its job. Three goal line stands pretty much for Michigan State today, but they still find themselves down by 23. Just over 9 minutes left here in the national championship. Michigan State hanging on by a thread. Bradford Blazer is going to take us out. Or that's Keon Coleman. And as the 3rd quarter comes to an end here in the Season 10 National Championship, Ohio State's making quite the statement so far. 9 minutes left. Can Michigan State show any life? Yeah, I think they have more points than first downs today. Michigan State. And that was a very risky throw. It does connect, though, for 7 for Terry Lockett. Yeah, that one big play earlier. And, oh, man, that route was almost jumped. He tried to get to McBurnfinger. So another 3rd down incoming. Can Michigan State finally get off the field or get a conversion? 0 for 8. All right, a 1st down there for McBurnfinger, finally. So you need to start just running hurry up. Down 3 scores here. He lasered it over the middle. Bradford Blazer for 19. Finally getting some separation here for Hamphay. At the 41-yard line. Hamp goes to Bradford again, his favorite target, it seems. That's another 8 yards.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
7 minutes remaining. Michigan State showing a tiny bit of life here. Dumps that off again to Bradford Blazer, another 1st down. So this is the Bradford Blazer drive. 3 straight catches. So they're now inside the 30. They want any chance they've got to score. Once again, just dumping it off to Blazer. He goes out of bounds, stops the clock. You'd like for them to attack a little bit more downfield. But hey, they're moving the ball for once, so. Michigan State over the middle. McBurnfinger finds some room. All right, Hamp, and he is hit right as he snapped the ball virtually. No chance on that play. But they're inside the red zone, 2nd and 10. 6 minutes remaining. He dumps that off to Malik Carr, who has some room. Can he get there? Malik Carr gets inside the 5. Right in JT in his face. Bursting goal. Hand up the middle to McBurnfinger. He does not get in. 2nd and goal. Time is ticking. Every second matters here. Maryland Eye time. Hand off to McBurnfinger, and he finds the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. They pull back within 2 scores now, but they are going for 2 to make it 15. So let's see what the call is here. They are going to throw it. Hampe takes off a wide open end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. So they're down 15. It's not over yet. They are going to kick it deep now. A little over 5 minutes. MSU's own line is roughly hovers just around like 80 overall. So definitely not good for a Big Ten team. All right, a little over 5 minutes. Michigan State down 2 scores. A little bit more life is in this building. Stroud dumps it off the mid-screen. Tyron Jefferson goes for 7. That's only his 2nd touch today. CJ Stroud. He goes down for negative yardage. Second and 18, or 3rd and 6 here. Stroud, he's throwing it, he gets hit almost. No, Mayanwick gets it off. They almost got the stop. The backside blitzer nearly got there. And a fresh set of downs is now that they're going to go into their 4-minute offense. Stroud, he yams it deep, and no, he gets hit as he throws. That went nowhere. Could have been called a fumble. Total yards, that tells you the whole story. 409 to 200. 2nd and 10. Michigan State still throwing it as he's going to get sacked. Finks McBurnfinger with the sack. He has 2 touchdowns on offense and a sack now on the defensive side. The Heisman Trophy winner trying his best to will this team. 3rd and 14. They have to get this stop. They're throwing it again. Dumps it off, and that is going to be a stop. So Michigan State's going to get the ball back here. And this is the same situation as the Michigan State-Washington game. Michigan State needs to score before using their timeouts. And then they'll have the opportunity to get the ball back to tie it. Blazer, he finds a little bit of room. He's wiggling. 16 yards. All right, Michigan State has to score a touchdown here before they start using any timeouts. Maryland I time. McBurnfinger gets 4. Tualamoa on the tackle. They need a big play. They haven't been getting them today. But this clock is running. I'm not sure what they're doing. Just getting caught with their dick in their pants, and they're running the Maryland I again. What are these calls? Why aren't you running? All right, a big hole there for McBurnfinger. They stop the clock. That's a first down. McNasty just running his offense the way he wants to. Another McBurnfinger carry, and he falls forward. He's still going 11 yards this time. Where was this push from this offensive line this entire game? Michigan State. He's yamming it deep. Hamfey. And it's off the helmet. Denzel Burke deflects that one away. Hamp just not enough mustard on these throws. All these deep shots, his men have been open, but he just hasn't been able to get the oomph behind him. He throws an out route there. Bradford Blazer, first down. They're inside the 25, still over 3 minutes. Michigan State making a push here. Malik Carr in motion. Fay once again gets it to Blazer, and he gets out of bounds. A huge day for Blazer here. He's cooking these linebackers. Second and 4. They're inside the 20. Clock is running. Fay throws it. Oh my, that would have been the game. Hamp Fay living on the edge here. 3rd and 4. They need a touchdown. Fay. He dumps that off to Carr, who gets his feet in bounds. First down, Michigan State. Plenty of time. They have to score before using the timeouts, though. And Keon Coleman, he gets one. He gets another touchdown, Michigan State. Keon Coleman breaks 3 tackles, and he gets into the end zone. What a catch and run from the number 1 receiver. And Michigan State has an opportunity to pull within a touchdown here. Oh, late surge from the number 1 team in the country. Can they pull within 7? Carr in motion. Fay, he has time. He's going to try to take off. He doesn't get there. And Ohio State keeps him at 2 scores. The epic Ohio State chant just became a whole lot less likely. Now they're down 9. You gotta get a stop right here, and they still gotta score twice. As their running clock now. Mine Williams, he gets 2, and the timeouts are not running yet. So Michigan State holding on to that timeout. Hands it off, and a big tackle there. And now the timeouts are going to start flying. First down will end it. Ohio State with the national championship out on their fingertips. They're going to throw it, and that's broken up. Holy smokes. And they're going for it now. They're not just going to pooch kick it. Ohio State does not want to give Michigan State the ball back here. Stroud. Over the middle, and he connects with Tyron Jefferson, the SFA player. And that's going to give them a national championship. Mayan, he has room, and he gets inside the 10. First and goal. They hand it to Mayan, and he gets stopped, but this is way a little too late. You got to force a fumble or something. Second and goal. They're still not in victory formation. Mayan Williams hands it up. Lots of room. No fumble. And that's going to do it. Mayan Williams. And as we hit triple zeros here in the national championship, Ohio State finally gets it. On their third straight national championship appearance, they lost the first two, and they finally win one, this time over bitter rival Michigan State. Mayan Williams had a massive game as he will win the CFP MVP and be the cover athlete for season 11. What a game from Ohio State. They had this game on lockdown since the beginning. Michigan State just couldn't muster anything on offense until the final 2 minutes, and it was way too late. Ohio State finally reaches the mountaintop as they are our Season 10 champions. Tough scenes here as Coach McNasty rough, man, rough. McNasty, I'm sorry, my guy. It was a close one. Painful, to say the least. McBurnfinger had a hell of a day, but it was not enough. And that's game. All right, let's check out the stats. No trophy for Michigan State. I mean, it was just all Michigan State all day, or all Ohio State all day. Faye, he had 1 for 1. Yep, bridesmaid no longer. Not a terrible day, but he got sacked 5 times. You just can't let that happen. McBurnfinger, receiving-wise, Blazer, Coleman had one hell of a catch there. Defensively, Halliday was pretty much all there. McBurnfinger, he did have a sack, but they didn't really muster anything other than just tackling. As far as Ohio State, Stroud didn't do anything. He didn't have to, as Mayan Williams went for 200 and then 2 touchdowns. And Fink is horrified there. Receiving-wise, Bowen had a good day. Tyron Jefferson, the SFA player, blame Jay Jettas for that final little TD there. And then defensively, Tualamoa, 2 tackles for loss and a sack, or 2 sacks. Giantes Dunn did get that interception. And then who got the forced fumble for Michigan State? Was it Halliday? Yeah, forced fumble and a fumble recovery. Yeah, so Payne, and yep, I got a set complete the poll. 57% of the money was on Michigan State, and they lose. Tough scenes. Yep. The logo will go to that nasty white or red and white